Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Super awesome energy update today. Happy Magic Monday. I absolutely love these videos, so I'm excited to be here with you and give you my read on the current energies, what is on tap for potentially possibly this week. Although things don't always last a week, they can shift and change in any moment. But as I read it right now, I would say one of the biggest themes I am sensing is momentum. And there was a sense of this coming last week. It certainly has continued and continues to amplify. We do have a new moon in Cancer coming up if you follow what do they call it? Tropical astrology. But from a sidereal astrology perspective, it's very interesting because all planets are in their own sign or their second sign of rulership. So there's a lot of alignment happening. And while I do personally follow astrology, this is more of an energy reading, so I won't go too deep into the astrology. But there are some certainly very interesting dynamics to this new moon tomorrow. So it'll be fascinating to see how that plays out. So as I have said before, the energy of a full or new moon tends to amplify 2 to 3 days before and take about 2 to 3 days to dissipate after. So if you're feeling a high level of intensity right now, know that that will ease up Wednesday, Thursday-ish, in perfect time for a holiday. Happy 4th of July to those of you in the United States coming up. I will still also do another energy reading next Monday, which is at the actual holiday, but felt like I should say happy 4th of July. Happy Independence. Freedom. Okay, so with this theme of momentum, I would say the next most important thing that came through was taking things easily and slowly. That it can, especially with these new moon, full moon types energies, we can get a sense of the need to rush. And rushing and hurrying are actually putting your body into a state of fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. So if you are in your survival mode, if you are in hypervigilance, if you are constantly doing and running and rushing, you're in your masculine, and that is very rigid and restrictive. It actually prevents your body from healing, growth, repair, rest, or digestion. So, taking baby steps, take things step by step, do things in increments, and allow for variety. This is going to help us manage this momentum in the most effective way where we can utilize it without burning out. That we can become exhausted or fatigued when we're constantly in our masculine, we're constantly in our doing, we're constantly in fight or flight, we're constantly in hypervigilance. It is very draining, and I feel a lot of stress and strain in my neck and body right now. So if there's a lot of you feeling this, don't beat on yourself. This is how we grew up. This is the society we live in. They have told us that that's how we're supposed to live, and it's actually not true. So, with this increasing momentum, it can be very easy for us to fall into a habit or a pattern of constantly rushing and being in hypervigilance. So, be very careful to kind of dial that back. Keep it calm, take breaks, do things in small increments and chunks, and alternate, do different things throughout the day, and everything will get done. And Lao Tzu says that nature does not rush, and yet everything is accomplished. So we need to really learn from nature and model after nature as it is wise. The other theme that is coming through is abundance is on its way for the spiritual collective. That many of us are stepping into our life purpose and healing the unworthiness wound that has kept us from our abundance. So if you didn't feel safe, seen, heard, cared for, or loved as a child, you were taught that you were lacking. And because you became the core source of lack, there has been lack throughout your life. There is a direct connection between your worthiness and your abundance. And we as the spiritual collective are not only healing the unworthiness and stepping into our life purpose, but promise the abundance that's going to be necessary to create heaven on earth. The new earth is up to us to create, and we are the shift and the event. And it is happening right now. It is tremendously powerful and extremely exciting to have this sense and this knowing that amazing, huge things are just around the corner. Know that we have we have dreams, but what is coming is better than we ever could have imagined. That when you ask for the bus to come, you will get the taxi instead. That things are even better and even greater than you ever could have asked for. As long as you can do the healing work and step into your purpose, you will experience this abundance. Know that you don't have to choose the belief that it is hard. That when we again experienced trauma or difficult circumstances at any point in our life, we can develop the belief that the world is scary and life has to be hard. And the truth is, our beliefs create our reality. So while that situation may have been scary and that situation may have been hard, be careful not to determine the rest of your life to be so. It is a choice and it is a belief. So choose wisely. And in fact, when we have that belief that life has to be hard, we are in resistance to what is. That resistance, judgment, criticism, shoulds, all of these things, what we resist persists. It is like an armor or a barrier between you and all that could be coming to you. Again, resistance puts you in the hypervigilance and the fight, flight, fawn, freeze. You are not in growth, healing, or repair, rest, or digest. So think of it this way. Hypervigilance and the fight mechanism, fight, flight, fawn, freeze, whatever your F is masculine, is resistance, is protection, is armoring, is clenching. Being in the allowing of all that is, because it is all perfect as it is. That no amount of resistance is going to fix what you don't like. That only in the allowing, only in the surrender, only in the faith and the trust can we open to our feminine. That is our attraction point. That is our creation. That will create the new earth. So reprioritize. Even if you feel it's a priority now, find ways to amplify it. Reprioritize the self-care. Because we're being asked to get ready. There is something very big coming, and you're going to need all of your energy, all of your strengths, all of your gifts to be online. You need to heal now. Conserve energy now. Use short bursts of energy to accomplish the things that you need to accomplish. Do them in small increments and vary the different activities. Be in stillness as often as possible and recognize it is possible to be still while also doing. Still in your mind, still in your body, still in your energy, still in your demeanor. Notice as you go throughout your day, how many times are you in resistance versus allowing, which is stillness? Do you resist the way the wind blows? Do you resist the temperature? Do you resist what your friend says? Do you resist the dog growling? Do you resist the kids playing in the background? Or do you just allow it? Because every time you resist something, you are expending energy. Energy on something you have no control over, cannot change, and will only cause you more pain in your resistance to it. Start to embrace a life of ease, knowing that creation comes from the place of ease. Notice how the word flow is very similar to the word slow. That someone we consider to have grace moves very delicately and slowly. That someone who is feminine is also moving very methodically, but very slowly. Start to practice stepping into ease and flow and stillness and feminine so that you can receive and allow all that is for you to come to you. When in fact, the healing that we need in this moment to prepare us for what is coming happens in the slowness, in the stillness, in the allowing. So again, I'll say, resistance is masculine, leads to pain and keeps from you the very things you want in your life. Allowing is stillness. Letting what is be what it is, just as it is, and trusting and knowing everything is perfect allows your system to calm so that your DNA can fully express and expand, so your body can rest and digest, grow and repair. Healing happens without effort in the stillness. Okay, that is all for this week. It is beautiful, beautiful energy on tap this week. Lots of fun and momentum as long as we learn to do it through stillness, allowing, and baby steps. We will be able to maximize all that is available to us. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. I hope you have a beautiful week. Take care. Namaste.